How's everybody doing? And thanks for tuning into Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, buses, bicycles, tricycles, boats, SUVs, and your little mini trucks like this 2025 Toyota Tacoma. I like these little trucks. They're pretty darn tough for what they are. Our buddies over at Shannon and Wilson brought this in, and they requested a powerful, punchy, aggressive, full-size warning because they're having a little bit of a problem getting on and off of the high-speed construction sites like highway sites without getting run the hell over, apparently. So they wanted something loud and proud and up high and definitely effective. So we went with this 48-inch light bar for a couple of reasons. If you stay tuned, I'm going to go over all the things I like about it. I'll show you how it fit, and we'll show you some still pictures and how it went into this vehicle at the end. So I went off axis here. I'm about 45-degree angle from the truck, about 15, 18 feet away from the truck at the moment, just to give you a little bit better look at that light bar. We configured this light bar in all amber with white takedowns and white alleys. Takedowns are the two forward facing. You might notice that we do not put them directly in the center like many other light bars. We space them out a little bit. It's my preference. It's how I like it. You can, of course, custom order this light bar if you wanted to get real in-depth. The light bar we stock every day is this. Has two takedowns in white. The rest of the bar is orange except for what they call alleys. Alleys are the ones that are right on the side of the vehicle. Has two little white lights on the very side of it. Now, you can program it to do all kinds of stuff. You want to be able to turn those takedowns and or alleys on separately, steady, independently, no problem. You want to have an arrow stick feature on the back half of the light bar, no problem. You want to have the front half of the light bar going on a different pattern than the rear, no problem. You can really do anything you want through the SoundOff programmer. It's an application you download on your computer. You plug this thing in with a USB and you can program anything you like. It's actually very user intuitive, and the technical support SoundOff offers is bar none the best. I will say I've dealt with a lot of suppliers. When you call tech support at SoundOff, the problem gets solved, and it's just that quick. The guys are friendly. It's very easy, and I like their support. Now, the other thing that we like about this light bar and why we do stock it here is a universal mount, meaning the feet are fully adjustable. And hell, I mean, if you wanted to remove the feet, you've seen me probably put this light bar on back racks in other videos. So some instances, I remove the feet and I bolt it right in. In other instances like this, we leave the feet on and they're fully adjustable left and right. They're also tilt adjustable. So if you have a truck like an F350 that's really kind of raked out from the factory and it's not going to get a lot of weight in the bed, you need to tilt the light bar. Otherwise, it's going to be pointing down in the front and high in the back, and it's not going to work. So not every light bar manufacturer has that. This SoundOff nRoads has it. It has a tilt adjustment bolt, which allows you to level the light bar perfectly no matter the pitch of the roof. Now, of course, it's within reason, but I've not had one I could not get level no matter how off-pitch the roof is, which is actually kind of a big deal. So fully adjustable feet. It's a fully adjustable universal strap style mount, which I took some pictures of. And the benefit to that is it's not a vehicle specific bracket. So it fits a lot. So that's why we really like this light bar. We've put it on Equinox. We've put it on a Tacoma. I put it on a few other things, and it always fits up and bolts up nicely. Now we went ahead and permeated the roof. Yep, you heard me right. I drilled a big old hole right in the roof of this brand new truck. That's always kind of a pucker moment right there where you're going to bust a hole right through the roof of the truck because there's not too much going back on that except for that old faithful black police plug that you see on the top of almost every Crown Victoria out there. So that's the way to fix that. Say we did want to get rid of this light bar. The screws that hold the straps in are removable. You can kind of sand down and plug up and paint the little holes. You would never even see them where they're at. And you could put a plug in the hole. So this is removable and the truck is not ruined. And they make plenty of nice flush mount 1-inch rubber plugs exactly for this application. So it's very easy to undo it and trade the truck in, and almost nobody would even notice the little hole. So we ran the wiring, of course, behind the airbags up in that headliner. We removed the driver's A-pillar and ran the wiring down there, keeping cognizant of the airbags and keeping out of the way of the airbags, following the factory harnesses that are already in there. So that way, if we have any airbag activation, it has absolutely no effect on our wiring. And more so, our wiring has no effect on the airbag. That's the important part. We came down to the factory boot and the firewall. Very easy, nice loose boot. Yeah, it's a loose boot. Anyways, that was the easy one to get to permeate the boot. Yeah, we used our wire insertion tool on a loose boot, and we were able to easily permeate it. Anyways, your power wire popped right out from that loose boot, get underneath the hood, ran a fuse kit right on the battery. It's over on the passenger side. We ran this on a standard toggle switch. It has what they call a breakout box, which is like a little brain that controls it. The breakout box has a bunch of wires that you can program to do all the features, or what we did, program one wire to just do this, because Shannon and Wilson didn't really want any features. They wanted one switch to turn on, to make the thing light up and call it a day. So that's what we gave them. We didn't give them any fancy extra stuff, although you can, like I said, arrow stick in the back, all kinds of different things, but you need more switches for that. So that might be a great application for our Mini 6 switch panel, where we have 6 different switches we can do 6 different things with. That would pair up with this light bar quite nicely. But in this application, I just did a single rocker switch. So I'm going to leave the switch up to you. I mean, if we're going to put in a link for the light bar, this isn't really a kit per se. All I used was the light bar and a little bit of, I put a fuse in there. So a fuse and a switch, but otherwise it's the light bar. So I'm not really making this a product. I'm going to add this video to the light bar on the website and link you to the light bar. So if you have a Taco, check out the ending here. We're going to put as much info as we can at the end of it, and that way you can see exactly what you're going up against. And as you can see from behind, you got absolutely no issues seeing this light bar. I'm a 6'1" man, and it's hitting me right in the eyeballs. So it is definitely very, very effective. And with this pattern, which I believe is Warp 2, I don't see them having too much of a problem getting on and off of the construction sites anymore. I think this little Taco is actually going to get a lot of respect getting on and off the site with this light bar. So thanks again for tuning in. Anything I missed, hit us back. I almost forgot, this is where we put the switch. I did go with this kind of a heavier duty, little older school feel rocker switch, just an illuminated rocker switch right there. And you could probably order a factory Taco switch if you wanted to mess around with one of those blanks or put one of our flatter switches in the blank. But for this one, I like this nice solid feel of this switch. We've got a few of them in stock here just in our shop, so that's what I used. But of course, like I say, you could do anything. You could even do a wireless remote switch on the switch if you preferred for this particular build. And, all of that would work. So as I pan backwards here and show you, by the way, we do those door decals. Those are done here. If you need any door decals, send your artwork and we'll get you a quote on some door decals. We got a very good relationship with a very good printer. So I'll go you up a little bit. That's what it looks like from the top. And then we come back down. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a comment, and by all means, please like, subscribe, and share the video. And if you need anything else for the front of the Taco, we can always add a couple of lights here, and we can add a couple of lights around the back too if you wanted to go even bolder than this. So thanks again for tuning into Wicked Warnings, and we'll see you guys in the next video. And again, this was a 2025 Toyota Tacoma featuring our 48-inch nRoads light bar that we stock from SoundOff Signal all day, every day here at Wicked Warnings.